Recently I had the most challenging client in my career here at SkySlope, actually. So I sent him a gift. I sent him chocolates, and I got the nicest email that I ever thought I could get from that guy.
We have so many projects and ideas that we need to get started, and this is the year of innovation, right? At the beginning of the year, Tyler said we're going to launch more products than we have ever have in the history of SkySlope, and we already have. One of them is working on a brand new mobile app for writing offers, and then Jonathan is working on the SkyTC internal app. But they came on and instantly took brand new things. A big thing in Agile is conversation over documentation. So much gets lost in like email and chat, and so in stand-up we can kind of hash that out. Anything that a development puts out affects every department. It affects everybody that has to come in contact with a customer or the feature itself. And so we constantly have to battle, is this going to increase customer support calls and cause more problems? Is it going to now extend the account management training? Like, how do we streamline that to make it easier, but everyone gets enough information to go forward?
Some of the best conversations I've had with anyone here at this company have been in their cars. It's always, for some reason, like informal, not planned. We're not sitting in smalls, we're not in a cubby, and just kind of being like, hey, what's new in your world, what's going on? That's usually when people tend to loosen up a little bit and say, oh man, I wish we had this, or I'd really like to see this going forward. James coming in has been such a big deal because he's really kind of, like I said, got the conversation going, got the ball rolling on things that should have been going already. And so he's making the adjustments and the changes for all of us individually. Support's been going through a lot of changes too. The whole integration between Snap Engage and Trillion has been cut. So we can't use the same system we've used for a long time for our chat system. So right now we're using a Snap Engage direct web page to do it, which is a little inconvenient compared to having the Trillion message window on the side of our browser. So right now the leadership department, they've been trying to find a new chat client to handle both chats and phone calls.
When I'm just sitting in on a conversation with support, listening to Aubrey or someone else on the team talk, I think there's always an opportunity to learn. Collaborating with other departments it always turns out to be really fruitful. Because of how busy we are, our number one challenge as far as our client base is proactiveness, and we're just coming up with ways, whether that be email campaigns, sending gifts. Darren and Lauren have been great about bringing a lot of people in.
Biggest challenge for you so far?
Dealing with him. Just kidding.
Now that we kind of have double firepower from a recruiting standpoint, this is a great opportunity for us to really kind of dive in deep, and instead of being reactive to hiring scenarios, we want to get proactive and start kind of getting a better understanding of how headcount needs may change according to maybe new brokerages close and how many agents are inside of those new brokerages, so that we can figure out what our AM and software support needs are going to look like according to how sales is performing over there.
So once we get past kind of this next couple of weeks, we bring some good people in, we're definitely going to be focusing on more of the statistics and numbers and really diving into how we can utilize our time a little bit more as well and work a little bit more strategic. We're just ready to kill it.
Excited. Like, we hired like 100 people in 12 months, and we're gonna hire like 200 people in 12 months. It's gonna be bananas.
One thing I'm doing right now is I'm working on this newsletter, and it's basically going to be a weekly or bi-weekly thing depending on how much information we have. So if someone comes into work, maybe works a funky schedule, or maybe they come in on Sunday and they don't know what's going on. What did James say about this? What did account management update us on this? They open up that newsletter, they scroll through it, everything they need to know is in there.
So QuickAuth has been an interesting project because we had a few users that jumped onto it, and just immediately their productivity just massively spiked. And then it was like, whoa, this might be a power user feature.
People are doubling, tripling their work performance. Any client I've talked to has told me, like, this is the best thing you guys have released in years, we love it.
We have some users that use it a ton, love it, can't live without it anymore. But so many that have never even clicked the button to look at it. And that's a reach issue, not a product issue as far as the feature itself. So it's just reach, like, how do we get them to actually do it? A lot of that is marketing centric. And I realized that when I was going into MailChimp and starting doing crafting emails and realizing, I don't know if that word sounds good. What are the better buzzwords? Like, how do you design a subject line? Like, we can go into a little bit into every lane, like whether it be QA and support and things like that. But when you get too far down any lane, you start to lose effectiveness. And so that's when I was working with Christine, and she helped me write this great email. We got like double the impact. In any opportunity that marketing and product can align their goals to grow something and get like viewership, responses, feedback, like that's where that helps us, because it's not a goal that I can achieve on my own. Particularly Christine helping out with writing emails, Dustin working on some logos, James really stepping up on the end of support, and Aubrey just crushing it with tutorials, and then Liv with doing the actual webinars and being highly energetic and charismatic and things that I am not the best at. So everyone who's good at something and really good at it and likes what they do are taking that lane and running with it, and I think we're getting better quality out of it. So to thank them, I guess.
The first time we had 30 registrants, now we're triple that, I think, for today. So Ryan and I got that booked. Big shout out to Ryan for helping me build that kind of training curriculum. It's been great. It's been busy, very busy. A lot of late nights, a lot of whiskey.